Alright, how's it guys? It's Gavin here. I'm going to just share a little tutorial with you about a website called FACEinHOLE.com. Very basic idea of you're able to put a photograph of yourself and then use your face and kind of do some very crude, very basic kind of Photoshop, and then you can use the images for Facebook or Instagram or wherever you want to use the images just to have fun. So I'm going to start off with an example here. They give you a whole lot of different scenarios to choose from. Let me just choose this guy here that's in a suit, looking very smart, probably James Bond or something like that. I am going to upload a picture of myself in there, and I can adjust the scale. I can move the image to where I want it to be. Try and get it to the right size so it looks a little bit more natural, not as cartoony as other things. So let's try something like that possibly. I think the rotation is pretty good. Alright, work with the brightness here. We want to try and maybe match the tones and the colors of the neck and the ears, so let's just change the brightness a bit here. Work with the contrast, see if we can get it to be a little bit closer, and then I'm going to play with the hue. You can see I get a little bit too green there, go down a little bit too pink, so somewhere in the middle there. Be aiming for that kind of color to try and match a bit better, maybe a little bit brighter possibly. Make sure we get the right color, something like that. Contrast we can adjust, and you can make slight adjustments on all the different things. You can change how saturated you want that color to be, and once you are satisfied with the image that you've got, you click on finish and you can download, and there I would have created pretty much like a James Bond version of myself. Let me do one more example here so that you guys can see. So we'll go back to the scenarios. Let's try something a little bit different. Maybe if I wanted to be a Hulk, a little bit more difficult to match the colors on the Hulk, so it might be a nice example. So here's that scene from Hulk, one of the original kind of more modern movies, and I'm going to again just upload image of myself in there, change the scale, try and get roughly the right size in the right position, change the brightness on this, fairly bright, quite a lot of contrast, and then we got to work with the hue. Hey, we got to try and get the correct shade of green here, so I'm going to keep moving it into the greens. It goes quite dark green over there. Let's try saturation up and down as well. Way too green, hey. Maybe the brightness is very high on this as well, so we can try and match the green that we need. See how much saturation we need here. So going from black and white to completely overblown, and let's see if we can match it. Alright, and click finish, and there we have downloaded picture of the Hulk. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for listening.